Hey there, it's Bernardo, and you're watching Vibe Code with me. And we are almost done with this series. I'm exhausted already of reviewing all these coding agents. But we wrapped up the CLI first agents. There are new CLI agents popping out all the time. And I'm going to go back to IDE kind of experience, but I'm going to focus on the ones that are selling themselves as plugins. We took a look at Copilot, which I think was honestly quite good. The reason why I took a look at that first because it's kind of like the first party AI plugin for VS Code. But today we're going to take a look at Continue. So what I think Continue is interesting is because it is open source and it has a feature set that is quite similar to Copilot. But as far as I understand, it is on a bring your own key, bring your own model kind of approach. You can even use, if you want to self-host models with like Ollama. I'm not going to do that. Let a comment down below if you want to see myself trying some local hosted models. I'm not going to do that because most of the time they're quite slow, especially because I'm running on a M4 MacBook Pro. I think it's an M4 Pro. It's not the fastest thing out there. There's not a lot of memory. So tokens per second are normally quite limited. But if you have like a beefy GPU, maybe that's a good idea. But if you want to see myself trying, let a comment down below. So the reason why I'm going to use Continue is because it has a feature set, as I said, pretty similar to Copilot. It even have, if you look at the docs, it even have, if you go here, autocomplete, which I think when I started using more like Claude Code and less Cursor, I missed a lot the autocompletion that Cursor had. I managed to, fill that with Copilot. I've been using Copilot and also testing SuperMaven just for the code completion. But Continue has that also built in, and you can select and bring your own model. So that's going to be an interesting thing. It also has, and that's another thing that I think is interesting, because now in my new Vim setup, I do have auto completion, but I don't have next edit prediction, which I think is another thing that I miss a lot from Cursor, because a lot of the time people are just focusing on the agentic development part of things, myself included. This whole series is about the agent itself, and this video is about the agent, but I want to explain why I think this can be a cool full package for those that want to like bring their own models or maybe even self-host models. So I'm excited for that. But they have next edit prediction. So this in Cursor is when you edit something and then there's the small like press tab to go to the next place kind of thing. So this is really interesting because a lot of the times, for example, you have maybe like a enum definition, and then you have a place that has a switch on this enum, and then it kind of like figures out that it needs to go from here to that other place, which is this jump to next edit location. So I'm excited to see how well that goes with with this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna glance over that. I'm not gonna just for the sake of completeness on like how to set up and install, because I'm excited about that. I'm going to, if it is too complex, I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it up, and I'm going to give it up and just follow along. But yeah, it also has a CLI, but I'm not going to go in the CLI because they say their CLI is in beta. Like if you come here, CLI, is it? Yeah, they say their CLI is in beta. And I don't want to. I don't want to make them like a disfavor. GitHub Copilot also has a CLI now, and I'm likely gonna do like an overview in the end of all this thing. Maybe I should just install to see how the UI on the CLI is. But I'm gonna do the whole development on the VS Code extension. They also have a They also have a JetBrains plugin. But I'm not gonna use that. I think I'm gonna do a video. Again, let a comment down below the video if you want to see like a high level view comparing all the options that you have on JetBrains, and maybe another one for Copilot. Sorry, for VS Code. But today I'm gonna go on VS Code just because I'm more familiar with VS Code. It was my main editor for a long time, and I was using recently also Cursor before moving back to NeoVim with Cloud Code. So I will do a video about plugins for JetBrains and comparing them, what's the best. But I'm already gonna have the overall experience with all these agents. So today we're gonna be testing on VS Code. So I think that's it. I think we should just go ahead and install. I'm going to install the CLI as well, just to see how it is. And yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to open VS Code. And I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to disable. Yeah, this is, by the way, the old project that we did with VS Code and Copilot. I'm going to go here and I'm going to, I think I need to restart everything. I think I'm going to disable all of that. The reason why I'm going to disable it, I want to see only restart extensions. Okay. Yeah, so these tools are disabled. So I disable this. So we only look at continue. And I'm going to search here, continue. And I'm going to install it. I trust publisher and install. And we have continue. And that's it for the VS Code part. I'm also going to use SG npm continue dev CLI, and I'm gonna do use SG. I'm gonna pin the version, so we have that here. So yeah, I think we can. How do I open continue? Okay, can I move that to the right side? Let's leave on the left side. Okay, so they have a models add-on. Oh, so I think you can also pay. Okay, you can pay. What is the benefit of paying? Okay. So this is the models add-on. It's $20 per month. Okay, so they do have a pricing. What do you have here? So they have, okay. So these are the models that they have. So Inception Mercury Coder is a diffusion model for, they recommend it for next edit prediction. I think that's what they were saying, right? Like, if you come here to the docs, what are the docs? I think, they recommend the Mercury Coder or Instinct for that. There was the best models page. Where was that? Docs, models. Yeah, recommend. So they have these recommended models. So for next edit, they have an open model and a closed model, and they recommend Mercury Coder and Instinct. And then for autocomplete, they recommend either CodeStraw from Mistral or Mercury Coder as well, so the same one as this, or you can use CoinCoder. Okay, so there's the recommendations. What do they have included in this monthly? So they also have CodeStraw from Mistral, and they have Morph V2. Maybe they use that for applying code. Morph first apply and Relays instant apply. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. They have curated, and by the way, this is something that I should have done in my open code video, even though I've said multiple times that tuning the agent for the models and the models for the agent is important. I completely disregarded that when I was testing OpenRouter. And for example, I had a really bad experience with Kimi K2 over there. And some folks on LinkedIn were telling me, hey, it is really good Kimi K2 on OpenRouter when I'm using through the OpenRouter Zen. So I think I will go with this. I'm going to try this because, they likely designed it for usage. I'm also going to check how it is to set up the keys. So I can log into Continual Hub, or this gives me a little bit of anxiety because If I click here, can I still do that? I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right. Oh, so how do I log in? How do I log in? Now I'm good. I think I messed up. Agents, organizations. Okay, I need to sign in. Where do I sign in? How do I sign in now? If I come here. Oh, how do I sign in now? Oh, okay. Okay, so I can log in and I can configure the models here. How can I set up like local models? Oh, okay, so I have this local agent and I have this models configuration. How do I configure that? Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna see how hard it is. Customize model providers. Okay, so can I, for example, connect with, I would love to connect with my Z.AI model. Okay, I can connect with XAI. Okay, so I just do this, right? One question, can Z.AI GLM 4.6 continue.dev? Code and plan. Other tools. Yeah, maybe if I can add like Anthropic or if I go like OpenAI. Yeah, so I can connect with OpenRouter and maybe use the free. Yeah, so this can be an interesting thing. So I just set this up. I'm gonna go to OpenRouter.ai. I'm gonna come here, keys, gonna create a new key. Gonna call this. So in another video, I created an account in OpenRouter. But the cool thing is that they have some free models. So for example, I can come here and create. I'm gonna call this continue. I'm gonna leave that. Create. Gonna copy this. I will delete it afterwards. So yeah, models. We're gonna do that thing. So I can do this, and I can do name. That's gonna be okay. I need a model ID. Okay, let me just go name. Gonna do this. Provider. That's gonna be OpenRouter, and API base. It's gonna be OpenRouter there, and API key. It's gonna be this, and API base is gonna be this thing here. And okay, model name and model ID. How do I get that? Maybe if we go to OpenRouter.ai, we can search for model. So I want Grok Code Fast 1. Actually, Grok 4 Fast, I think, was free, right? Maybe it's not free anymore. Grok 4 Fast free. Yeah, it was free. Maybe it's not anymore. Let's search for free. What are the free models? Okay, maybe we go to models. We're gonna come here, free. Grok. Do I have Grok here? Yeah, Grok is not free anymore here. if I search for Grok free, yeah, no more Grok free, but we can have GLM free. Yeah, okay, so I have a few free models. I'm just gonna configure the GLM 4.5 Air. By the way, I do pay for a GLM 4.6 coding plan. Not sure how to set up that with this, but I'm just for the demo. So I guess this is the okay. Maybe name is just anything, and then model ID is just like yeah. Okay, name I can call it GLM 4.6, 4.5 there, and model is gonna be this thing here. Okay, so maybe now I can have, okay, nice. So we configure this, and let's just open a chat and see if we can use this. What is this project about? Yeah, I mean, maybe not the best model for this thing. But yeah, okay, so we can configure models. That's what I want to prove, is that you can configure models from other providers. We can go with my X AI, console.xai, and I can get my keys, API keys, create a new one. I'm gonna call this continue, create API key, and copy this. We can come here. Go again to settings, indexing, agents, local agent, configure. And I can come here and say name, what are the models? Yeah, I think this has the docs here, yeah. Name, and let's go with Grok for fast, provider, XAI, model, API key, this thing here. We have an example. Okay, what are the models that we have in how do I know the models? Okay, maybe I come here, models. Okay, this is probably the Grok 4 fast. Do you want the reasoning or the non-reasoning? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. For fast reasoning, it's gonna be the same. As it's just the nice name. Yes, I can do anything here, and then here's the actual key. If I come back here, I can send this again and change the. Okay, yeah, so I need to configure models. Okay, how do I? Okay, I have no idea how to set this up. Yeah. Oh, I think I can put the roles here. Roles. Chat. Maybe if I do this. Oh, there's a nice edit here. Maybe I should just use this. X.ai. Let me just copy this. Yeah, let's see what it does. Okay, Grok code fast 1. Let's go with Grok 4 fast reasoning. Connect. Oh, really? I had to put X AI with A and I on capital letters. So let's send this again. Oh, I just sent the API keys to the, yeah, really bad, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so we can set it up with XAI. That's great. Let's go to the settings. Yeah, honestly, this was quite bad. I just wanted to test this. Okay, so I can use Grok 4 fast reasoning. I guess I can add more models. How do I do that? So that's okay. Okay, add model. So this is the okay. So if you want to add a model, this is probably the easiest way. You just come here, select the provider. I would love to have Z.ai here, but we don't have. Right, we don't have Open Router either. But yeah, we can connect to a few things. So yeah, I think this is interesting. I would love to test Mistral APIs here. Yeah, we can add CodeStraw, but I will. Yeah, I will just connect. I will log in. I wanna. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Okay, how do I log in again? Yeah. Okay, I come here. No. Yeah, the UI. I'm confused. How do I log in? Okay, this is how I do. I need to start a new one, and then I need to log in. Okay. So let's try with that now. Yeah, I'm going to continue with GitHub. Use WorkOS, which is cool. Yeah, so I just signed in with Google instead because GitHub was getting my email and then it was asking me to put a code, and yeah, I wasn't receiving the code on my email, and logging in with Gmail just did the trick. So yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm logged in. Yeah, I want to delete. How do I delete these agents? Oh, so it added. Oh, I can have agents configured in the project. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna go continue. Reload. Okay, so I have a default assistant. Okay, so with the plan, we'll have access to a few models. That's cool. Let's go here to models. So autocomplete. Apply. It's also using Mercury Coder. I wonder if we can. Yeah, how do we set up the next edit feature? I want to test that. Oh, that's really cool controls. So you can select what tools go in, like for even the built-in tools. I can say, hey, this is automatic. This needs to be S, or this needs to be excluded. This is a nice level of fine-grained controls. And I guess this is also interesting because if I disable, if I exclude, I might likely reduce the context being used. Okay. Rules. Yeah, rules are kind of like, we're going to set up this in the project soon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to set up the. Yeah, I wonder where we could have the. Yeah, where we set up the next edit feature. How do I enable this? If I go to next edit, Okay, how do I add it? I add these models. Come to agents, figure. Oh, okay, so I can add more models. Is that it? No, I have no idea how to do that. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit like advanced, but okay. Okay. Oh, I must reload VS Code. Okay. Reload window. Okay. Experimental settings, maybe? Enable experimental tools. What is these experimental tools? So go to models, additional models, maybe. Reload window again. Agents. Yeah, there's a new tool here. I don't know what was that. Yeah, so 17. So there's 4 different tools. I wish it would tell me what are the experimental tools. Yeah, I still don't know how to. Because I do have Mercury Coder here. Okay, that was weird. Okay, maybe I need to complete my account here. Can I do that? Account. Billing. Models. Explore models. So I think I need to come here. What is going on? Okay. Yeah, something is really off here. Let's go to what was the model again? It was Mercury Coder by Inception. Okay, add model to account. Done. If I go to settings, models. Yeah, I already had this here. Okay, what was the thing for the next edit? VS Code, compatible AI models. Maybe the docs are outdated, or maybe I am outdated. Yeah, maybe they don't. Maybe autocomplete is now the same thing. Maybe this is set up already. Okay, let me open like. Let me just open any. I'm gonna create a new file. I'm gonna create a. Yeah, let's just come here. Server, API, router. Let me just create like a whatever. Utils.ts. No. File. Utils.ts. And let's do something like enum, my enum can be either foo, bar, or bus. All right, and then I have my switch here. I have a function print enum that takes my enum being my enum, and export that function, and this. And this is just going to be a switch my enum case. Okay. Great. Yeah, okay. So now, if I come here, it's a little bit slow, but yeah. So it kind of worked, but a little bit buggy, like compared to VS Code, sort of to cursor implementation. Yeah, it's not jumping there. Maybe I would need to set this up. But now it shows weird stuff. So I think it is working, but it's just working weirdly. Yeah, and putting the wrong places. Yeah, kind of bad. But yeah, this is not what we're here for. We have this, and we do have a free trial. We are almost done with it. So maybe I should just upgrade. Let me just see what the pricing is again. Upgrade. Open. How do I upgrade? How do I upgrade? Maybe if I come here. Okay. So these have 500 chat added. How come we already used 35? That's a good question. Like, I don't remember sending any messages. Yeah, so that's weird. Is the auto completion being used? Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I will give this $20 month a try, just because. Yeah, just because I also want to compare the value of the. Yeah, what this $20 gives us. So let me check one more thing. I want to come here. What are the other models that are easy to configure here? Like in the local agent. How do I change to the local agent? Yeah, but now there's no easy way to Oh, so now they make it really hard for me to. Oh, but maybe I can configure them in here. Why this always break? Yeah, this experience is a little bit broken. But maybe I can. Oh, okay. So I can bring my own API keys. Interesting. So I can create. Okay, so this is actually interesting in a way that, I guess with the organizations, you can have someone create an organization and add all the API keys, and then get billed, pay as you use, kind of thing. So I can come in models here and I can add new models. Okay, I have this. That's why I have that hub thing. So yeah, but this is so broken. Yeah. What is going on? Try again. Yeah, this is a little bit frustrating. Do I have, if I go here, do I have GLM 4.6? Nice. So maybe I can, let's install agent. What is the difference between an agent? Wait, what? So this kind of like so this is a random guy that just created like, this, and then so this is actually not GLM 4.6. This is just some, yeah, what the hell? Maybe this guy. Oh, okay, I see what they doing. They are connecting. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, so this is just the configuration, and they are using the API base to connect through. Okay, okay, but this is so weird, right? Yeah, so this is like, yeah, so this is a whole agent thing. Yeah, this is confusing, really confusing. Okay, so I can add this to my account. Done. Then I can come here to the settings. So I can come here to the settings, go to models. I have it here, and I can add. Yeah, this thing is weird, but yeah, I'm gonna go with C.ai. Yeah, the API, code and plan, API keys. Create a new API key. And go continue, continue. Copy this. Come back here. Yeah, this provider API key is horrible, but horrible naming. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let me see. Okay, so I can now use this here, right? I can reload window. I can then come here. Nice. Now I have GLM 4.6. Who are you? It didn't work. Oh, refresh agent secrets. Okay. Yeah, such a weird experience. Oh, I can get this and then I can remix. So confusing. And why the things don't load properly. Yeah, this is such a mess. Okay. I will not try to do that. I'm just gonna pay for the $30 and see if the experience is good. Yeah, let's check out. Okay, so when I paid for the thing, I need to create an organization. Is that it? I'm just gonna call. Just gonna call that whatever. Okay, so I can go here billing. Yeah, it's really confusing. I'm really confused. Okay, let me just. This is so confusing. Default assistant, install agent. Yeah, how do I know? Like the. Okay, let me just reload window. I'm gonna check my thing. I just upgraded, and I just paid $20, and their billing thing is broken. And have I been scammed? I mean, I guess their whole thing is like swipe coded. Okay, maybe if I switch to. Okay, let me try one more thing. Okay, something happened. How do I see the usage limits now? Oh, create a new way. This is so confusing. Okay, how do I see the usage now? Jesus. Okay, so I guess I do have. How do I see the usage? Is there a way to see the usage? Yeah. Okay, so this organization is probably nonsense. I don't know why it went there. Yeah, the problem is that the billing thing they have is violating. I don't have this real.dev. There's so many. This is what you get with a vibe coded product, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna assume I can have no idea how to check the usage. I just give up. Okay, so all right. So to take a step back and just there's a lot going on. So I think we can create like new agents, and I guess the agents are just a configuration of a bunch of different models. Like for example, my own agent, and I can configure, can add an icon, yeah, whatever that is, and I guess Leonardo own agent, whatever. I think I can my own agent, right? And then I can configure this agent. I can, okay. Then I can come here and I can, maybe I can edit the YAML directly. Yeah, so this is just like a shared configuration that like we do with the local thing. And then we can do, yeah, it's just so cumbersome to use. Just really, idea is interesting. So I can create an agent and say, hey, I want to use, GLM 4.6 for coding, and then I want to use CodeStraw for autocomplete, and I can use, so it's interesting to have these things, and then I can have like an agent for planning that uses, I don't know, Opus 4.1 or Codex through the OpenAI, and then I have a coding agent and I can configure that. But it's just horrible to deal with this. Like the experience is bad. Like it's really bad. Like things don't load. The billing I just paid for $20. I have no idea even how to cancel it now. Horrible experience. Horrible experience. They need to fix their stuff, man. That's it. So I'm just going to set up the project now and do this. And honestly, I think I'm not even sure I'm gonna do the whole 2 hour thing today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow because this already made me exhausted. Such a bad experience. So as usual for project setup, we're gonna come here to the template, gonna create a new repository, gonna call this Expensify continue, create repository. Yeah, I have so many Expensify whatever things in my GitHub now that maybe I should move this to like an organization like Vibe Code with me. But yeah, I digress. Let's just copy this. I'm just gonna come to the terminal. Oh, this is the old project. Let me just do Docker Compose down here. Yeah, I did it. I reviewed Droid today. So let me just close all of that. Do git clone. Yes. And I'm just going to close Visual Studio Code, do cd expensify continue, then is trust pnpm install, and I'm gonna do code dot, and yes, I trust the others, and okay. Let's go. I can create custom agents. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Cloud Sonnet 4.5, and I will. Yeah, let's see how we configure this. So I think we can. Yeah, we continue.dev. The docs. Let's go to the docs. So okay, models, rules, local rules. By the way, let me also see before we go into the project setup. I just want to do continue. Oh, continue. Continue is a how do I start to continue with the continue CLI? Continue CLI maybe. This list continue. Sorry, this list. Yeah, continue. This which continue. So what is the continue CLI? Oh, CN. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna delete the org. It doesn't seem to have any billing here. What? I can't delete the org? Wait a second. If I leave this and delete now. Oh boy. Yeah, I believe that I have the plan here. How do I select the org? By the way, can I use this? Yeah, okay, so it has CloudForce on it. Yeah, their CLI is a little bit weird. Yeah, it is in beta after all. So, yeah. Okay, so I will not use this and just gonna set the project up. So I think I just need to create a new directory here, new folder dot continue dash rules, and I'm just gonna move these instructions here. And for MCP, I think I just can come here, come to settings, and I have to go tools, and I can add. Oh, the MCP servers are remote. Like, how do I add a local? Okay. I guess I need to just. What if I just move this here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how I configure MCP agent. Alright, customize MCP servers. If I where does config.yaml lives? Okay, maybe if I just come here. New file. Config.yaml. And I just go MCP servers. Name, yeah, let me open this here. Let me close this other side. Name, let's try the Prisma. Prisma command, that's gonna be npm args, that's gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna do exec Prisma MCP. Okay, so if I save this, tools, little window maybe. This is so frustrating. It's so confusing. Okay, I guess if I come here, I change. Let's see if I change to the local model. If I change to the local model, and I come here to tools, and then I add it. This doesn't make any sense. Is it like? Okay. Okay. Yeah, the docs are bad. Like MCP server is a config, and then if I delete this now, and I rename this to Prisma, and now if I come here, reload window. If I come here, tools. Okay, I think honestly, I just got scammed for $20. I feel like it. The experience is being nothing but frustrating, and I honestly, I know I've been giving up quickly, but in a time where there are tools that are so much better, it's hard to recommend. So I was excited about this. So okay, if you're just doing local agents, I think that might be fine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't even know how to properly configure. Why this is not working? Like literally, if I do this pnpm exec Prisma NCP, it will start. Can it be that pnpm exec is showing that? Okay, update. Yeah, it is working, right? Okay, I'm gonna try something different. I give up. Okay, maybe the CWD is important. Yeah, this is such a bad experience. Okay, we don't need that to test the agent. But yeah, I give up. I think they are so confused with the, with the what is local and what is remote kind of thing, like that hub thing. It is interesting for organizations, but like it's not great for most people, and most of the stuff I want to run is local. Yeah, maybe I can come here, customize these. If I come here, I can add MCP servers. Yeah. If I come here, yeah, Mo, how do I edit this? Yeah, I'm so confused on how to properly do this. Yeah, I give up. I'm just gonna go with that. That's all we're gonna do. And I'm not gonna do this today. I'm tired. I'm just gonna chill out. And tomorrow in the morning, when I'm less stressed out about all of that, I will come back here and just do the 2 hour session with a fresh head, because this was stressful. So yeah, see you in the morning. Hey there, it's a new day and I'm more relaxed now. It was a little bit stressful yesterday trying to get all of this set up. And yeah, I took a fresh look at some of the issues that I had yesterday while reviewing and editing the footage before. And there are some good news. So let's get into that. So first, my billing page is now showing up. So the $20 that I paid, now shows that I have this base tier usage. I'm still afraid, and I'm not gonna use the autocomplete because my suspicion about why I had a lot of chat usages was maybe they were billing autocompletion as chat instead of autocompletion. Not sure what was going on there, but yeah. So at least this is showing up. So I know that it's not the org thing was just a weird thing that happened. But I still can't delete the org. If I come here and try to delete the org, it still gives me the foreign key thing. Now it's a different one because I realized the agent use was because I had an agent that was using agent and was marked to my org. So yeah, so now there's another thing that I need to figure out why I can delete. I mean, they need to fix that. They need to have an easy way to delete the org. I have no idea what naive package use is. I don't even know. Like the agent use, I could figure it out. Oh, maybe there's a agent somewhere. But naive package use, I have no idea. So yeah, they need to figure it out. I'm gonna leave it because if I wanted to test the CLI, I can now let me go back here. Yeah, let me come here. When I do CN now, I seem to be connected to the correct personal account. I think before it was showing up org, and now it doesn't show. So I can use the CLI if I want. I even found out that I can do CN and this is quite cool. I can do resume, and I can resume a session that I started from GitHub. From VS Code. So this is quite cool that you can jump between the VS Code and the CLI as you wish. So yeah, so this is cool. Again, I'm not gonna look too much into the CLI. It looks like your average CLI, and I'm fine with that. I'm gonna use through VS Code. But yeah, so deleting the organization is not a problem for me anymore. It's still weird. I'm gonna leave that. And I also realized the issue with the MCP, why I couldn't set up the MCP server. So I was debugging stuff, and I was like, I'm going to run this script instead as the MCP server. So when I come here and I come here to tools, and I try to, I need to go to tools, and I can reload. This generates a MCP path file. As you can see, is slash. Maybe I should make this a little bit bigger. So you can see that it shows up as slash. So the issue was, the default path was wrong. I can change the CWD here and specify the full path to this thing, and then now it works. If I do this, now you see that correct path, it works, but I cannot do dot. So, if someone else has checked out this repository elsewhere, it still goes here. And then I realized there is a closed. So this was the first, I think this is the one, yeah. So this was the PR that introduced the CWD as an option, but the CWD is global. And then this thing here resolves the current workspace. However, this was merged like 5 days ago. What? This was merged. Yeah. Okay, last week, but still not included. I checked the latest stable release, which is this one, the one that I'm using, and you can see, it doesn't include that thing. You can see from last week there's only this thing here, and then this other one here. So I realized that the 1.3.17 VS Code does include that. Let me search for MCP. Yeah. I'm sorry, CWD. Yeah, I think it's even older. CWD, older. Yeah. Yes. So this. Yeah. So this is included. I think I got the name of the commit wrong, but yeah. So my idea is, what I'm gonna try now, I want to, I can leave this like this if I want to continue, but I don't want to commit like this to the server. So what I want to do instead, I want to use, if I go to the marketplace, I want to switch the pre-release version. I want to know which version that brings me. Yeah, so this brings me 1.3.17. So this should have that thing fixed. So if I come here and I remove this, this should now work correctly. Maybe I probably need to reload everything. If I remove this and come to Tools, Reload. Yes. So I can even do like a relative path here. So I can do, for example, I don't know, dot. Let's just do source here. Now it should work. So that's not what I want. Sorry, I want to come here, reload. Yeah. So now this is working correctly, and I guess if I remove this, now it should work. Yeah, but you see that we had like an auto completion suggestion. I want to see if that's used towards my usage. Yeah. So this is really bad. So they are counting auto completion as chat usage. So I want to disable that. I don't want to be paying for it. Yeah, they need to fix that really, really quickly. Maybe it's this Mercury code, or how do I disable that? I want to disable. How do I disable auto completion? Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, I will open like think what I would do. I will create like a issue in the repository saying all the weird stuff that I found on this video, so at least I can contribute back a little bit. Maybe I would never, and then yeah. Oh. Yeah, so I think this will disable all the auto completion. Yeah. So this will save me. I mean, I hope they fix that. They explicitly say they have auto completion usage, and this should be a much bigger limit. And they're charging me for each auto completion, which I think is really unfair, especially because the usage is not that big. So yeah, that's that. Oh, maybe what is happening is, every time that I start continue CLI, maybe it counts as one chat usage. I think it is the auto completion. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the auto completion. I'm going to disable it just in case. Okay, so now that I know, with an updated version, I can properly configure. So if I do git checkout head.ai/mcp.json. Right, so I'm just going to configure. How do I don't even know how to split. I knew how to split vertically before. No, that's not how I do. I think it's Command Shift and just this. Oh, but that's also my 1Password shortcut, which I should remove from my system, by the way. But yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's gonna be pnpm exec Prisma MCP, and I think stdio is the default one. So I think now if I save this, come here to tools, yeah, now Prisma is connected. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, updating does the trick. This is gonna be LSP. I'm gonna go command MCP language server. Args gonna be this thing here. So I'm just gonna come here to this. Yeah. Sometimes this is these command demotions is probably the thing that I miss the most about VS Code. I think I can use this. do this, right? Yeah, maybe I do need to. Why now suddenly? Oh yeah, okay. I need to create another file. Okay, duplicate, copy, paste. I'm gonna rename this to LSP. Gonna call this language server protocol. And I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna come here to Prisma and remove this. So I come here to tools. Yeah, now I have. Yeah, that's such a weird thing. Like MCP servers being an array, and then you can only have one. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so now I don't have that. That's interesting. And for example, I think so this is a cool thing. This likely has some edit things. Let's see. And there's a great new file, and then multi-edit, and yeah. So I had some problems with the LSP edit file conflicting with the native agent edit. So it's cool that I can just come here and put excluded if I feel like this is messing up my context. Like for example, I think so this is a cool thing. Like I think this hover thing, it's not great for the LSP because then it needs to find the specific thing. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see. Okay, so that's fixed. We can now come here and delete this. All right, so we have Prisma and LSP. Yeah, I think I can also do. Okay, and again, it's cool to have the reload functionality here because I did have a lot of issues sometimes. Whenever we generate the Prisma. Yeah, because my configuration of this project is bad, but it was the default one for Prisma for a long time, where the generated code lives inside of the node modules kind of thing. So yeah, this messes up the LSP because it doesn't see the file changes, and yeah, it's just a little bit weird. So being able to just come here and reload, it's cool. Yes. Okay, so this will complete our thing. I can delete this debugging thing. And yeah, and other than that, I came to now kind of like the idea of this agents thing. I just think the implementation is a little bit weird. Yeah, the organization can be interesting. Like if you look at the pricing, the organization for $10 a month, you can have a lot of shared pre-agents that you share with your team. So you might have them with the API keys already configured. So for example, you can have an agent to get something from Linear and GitHub, then you pre-configure the API keys for that, so people can use the MCP server, but they cannot see the API key. So I think this is really powerful for teams, not for individuals, which is my case here. But yeah, so I think there's value in this MCP hub. I wonder if you can use your MCP hub with other editors and agents. That would be cool. Because I think that as a standalone feature is interesting. But yeah, I digress. So I think that's an interesting thing. They have some other benefits. So yeah, I think they are a little bit buggy. They have a lot of rough edges. I don't know why, but anytime that I come here, if I refresh the page, Sometimes, yeah, the icons just don't load. So there's a bunch of weird stuff going on here. You see, there's this issue here. So I don't know what's going on. Filtering here is not great. So yeah, so this hub experience is a little bit weird, but you can like find rules that people have. You can find like you can have you can share a bunch of interesting things. I can come here if I go to my profile. So in my profile, I can create models, MCP servers. So yeah, the only I don't know. Yeah, I see the UI is buggy. Like it's slow. They need to improve a lot of things. Idea is cool. I think execution is not there yet. But yeah, I will report all of that whatever I can after this video is recorded. But yeah, fresh day. I think we have a good place. Updating helped with the MCP setup. Just going to come here to git commit -m project setup. And I think we're good to go with a vibe coding session. This was a much longer setup and learning. The learning curve was so big, but finally we are ready. All right, so let's get started with the session. It's now 4:10, so we're gonna go until 6:10. I need to update some of these links here. But yeah, I will just get this prompt here. Just gonna copy. This is the prompt that I've been using all the time. I'm just gonna paste it here and see if I can docs files. Yeah, I think I cannot. Some agents have that thing. You cannot reference like a folder. Maybe I can if I do like folder. No, yeah, I cannot reference a folder. I can only reference a file. So PRD main. So yeah, let's go here to PRD main. Yeah. The PRD main. So docs tasks. Yeah, I think this should be enough. So yeah, I will send that and see what it does. Yeah, I like the visibility that it gives here. Oh, I don't want it to send this current file. Yeah, I don't like that thing by default, but let me make this a little bit bigger, like that. Okay, it searched the things. Okay, I need to accept it. Okay, so, okay, accept. How can I see the result? There's no result on that, but I hope that, commands that have outputs that they at least show the result. Yeah, can I like click here and see? Okay, you can see the exact results here. That's cool. That's a cool visibility feature. Yeah, this is going to open the file that it read. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, create a task 0. Okay, so I already see. Okay, I already see the issue that we normally have where it tries to do database design, schema design by initially. Yeah. I have this feeling that if I went with GPT-5 for the planning phase and then Sonnet 4.5 for the execution would be better. But yeah, I will reject and I will say, let's not do DB upfront and leave UI for the end. Each part should be a fully manually testable unit. Also, please analyze the current Also, please. Yeah, it didn't done anything with regards to. Also, please note that we already have sign in with email. So the next step is setup org creation and management and a multi-tenant setup. Okay, let's read this thing. Yeah, I normally like to have things in manual review when I'm in this planning phase. I want to know if I can like automatically accept stuff. I want to see that. But yeah, the review here of the file is nice, easy to read. Okay, phase 1, multi-tenant organization setup. Organization and multi-tenant foundation, schema, organization member models. Okay, that's great. Invitation model. Yeah, I think okay, I'm gonna reject it again. For simplicity, maybe we can have the role field in organization member from the get-go with admin and member options and making sure the creator is automatically set as admin. This will simplify data migrations afterwards. That being, yeah. Yeah, I wonder how many credits I already spent here. Yeah, 19. That's gonna be tough, but yeah. Okay, phase 1, multi-tenant. Yeah, that seems like a better thing. How do I enable the... Is that like a YOLO mode? Or that's gonna be a more hands-on approach. Continue dev YOLO mode. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, user can create an organization with a name. Creator automatically becomes admin. User can view this organization belong to. User can see the role in each organization, order the base operation, properly scope the organization context. Great. Okay, I think I can come here. I can come here to tools, the built-in tools, and I can, automatic, multi-edit, automatic, and then this should be kind of like a YOLO mode. Yeah. Admin can send mutations with remain on role system. Yeah, actually I shouldn't have done that because I don't want to. Okay. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Oh, that was a good call. Expense categories. Okay. Yeah, these category names are unique, always cause problems. But yeah. Admins can create policies for categories. Policies can specify maximum amount per period. Policies can. Yeah, let's see how the usage is going. Yeah, that's nuts. I definitely not gonna make to the end of this video. So yeah. Yeah, I would just switch to the GLN coding plan. Is it done or still generating stuff? I need some water. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Okay, came back, still generating. And let's continue reviewing. So expense review. Admins can approve. Yeah, that's fine. Admins being the one approving for now. And an ideal word. I mean, it is generating pretty detailed things. I think this is what SONET 4.5 does. Yeah. One thing that's kind of unfair, I think a lot of the videos that I've done, I was using Sonnet 4, not 4.5. And just because now I have 4.5 available, this is like much better. Yeah, I mean, why does it have a README and a task 000? Okay, let me commit the changes. Yes, and add everything. Going to come here and say docs generated tasks. Great. Now, can I see the current context? Okay, I can send images, attach images. This can be cool to use with GLM 4.6v. Okay, there's a compact conversation here. Yes. Okay, there's the init, that's the only slash command. And then there's at. I can pass current file, terminal. We close others. And does it have auto compaction of the... Yeah, it would be cool to see the context size. Yeah, it's a bit unclear to me what is the current context size. I can change the agent here, and I can change the model. Yes, let's do task 1. Let me just do 2 things first. .ps, compose.ht, cp.m.example.env, and pnpm db push. Okay, and then pnpm dev and localhost 3000. Let me close, grab the tabs below, close this so I can focus. So let's see if this is Bernardo at example.com, localhost 8025. One second. Okay, yeah, so signing is working. Yeah, let's do task 1. Can I pass the terminal? Okay, nice. Let's do task 1. Yeah, I think what is cool about this is that I could technically tweak. I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna take me too much time. That big. Okay. Okay, so we added organization members, belongs to organization has organization member have organization role, which is an enum. That's nice. Accept. Interesting. So the edit file, I think I didn't add it as... Yeah, I'm confused where the edit actually came from. Yeah, it's okay. It would be great to see the params that it was sending to the MCP thing, but yeah. Yeah, see, I can't even see like what are the thing that was. Let's review this mutation. Organization create the organization with a member inside, and include. Yeah, small thing. I think it's better to create the other way around. Like create the member and pass the organization inside, because then you already have the hold to the member, so you don't have to do this. Yeah, this thing here. Small detail. Okay. Yes, I accept the change. I need to save. Oh, I see. So this is silly. So the to call was one thing, but now there's the UI that shows me to accept the changes and save the file. And that is the next step. So yeah, I'm just going to come here to the tools and I'm going to say automatic, like the multi edit automatic, because yeah, I'm still going to have to confirm the changes. So I still have time to like pause, reject and change. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see if it will create the test the correct way. Almost there. It's not gonna work because it's missing. What the hell is even that? I'm gonna reject. I think it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna have to make this. Let's just go to post test. Okay, so yeah. Honestly, let me just remove this. I'm gonna reject. Reject. The test is not following the same standard as post test. Yeah, one of the benefits of these ID integrated agents are the normally the diffusing is much better compared to like Cloud Code. I want to test Cloud Code into because there's technically a plugin for Cloud Code, and I don't know what the features are. Like maybe it does integrate. Yeah, the score is quite low. Okay, it's changing a lot of things. And I don't know why it. Yeah, the Crypt Test Caller was actually a good idea. Um, Okay, let me go here and say, okay, the create test color was actually a nice idea, just that the execution was wrong and you were also missing the mod to the out module. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I love the absolutely right thing. Okay, got it right. Create test color. Yeah, okay, whatever. I think this is fine. Let's just proceed. Yeah, it takes a while for these, I forgot how you call them, for this action thing to go away. Oh, I have to focus here for them to go. Okay, now I can run this. It won't work, and I'm gonna tell it what it needs to do, but yeah. Okay, let's see how. Now we need to yeah, I'm just going to do npm test reset, npm test reset, and I'm gonna say we forgot to first run npm test reset, which I ran for you terminal. Great. Yeah, honestly, this is really good. Like that it collapsed. I guess if I make this bigger, it's gonna be even better, right? Yeah, this is really clear to see. I like it. Has colors. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful. Yeah, sorry. I know some people were complaining, but honestly, it was the hater that was complaining. But I need to make this a little bit smaller so we can have more in the screen. So sorry about that. Okay, removed the posting. That's good. I think this is almost good, but I think it's better to just redirect automatically to. Okay, actually, the idea was good, but a few details. Maybe we should make the root page a simpler landing page, then have a dashboard page that checks for the session and just redirects to the login page if not logged in. This will simplify each page. The landing page can check the current session just to render either a login button or a go to dashboard button. Okay, yeah, so this is a much simpler thing. Check the session, go to dashboard, sign in with email. Yeah, that's cool, accept. Okay. There's this organization selector. I don't know where it's taking this from, but okay, it's coming. Yeah, it will figure out once the. Okay, let me just read this real quick. Okay, so this is the landing page. You can close. So, oh, yeah, there's the organization selector. It has initial organizations. You guys select the cached stuff. Yeah, server data has initial data. Use mutation and success. Invalidate the organization list. It's great. Create org. Okay, I see. All right. Okay, so there's a list of organizations. Yeah, I think this is assuming that the role comes here. I have to check the types though. And I guess there's a create form, org name. And this is the org ID page. That was a good call. There's a dashboard with all the orgs, and then there's a org specific thing under the org. Okay, I like this. Accept, that was good. No need to run. Okay, let's come here. Let's go back to this. Let me test this manually. Let's do LSP restart TS server. Yeah, now this is correct. Let me check. Okay, I'm not logged in, I guess. Yes. Now do at example.com. Yeah, I think I will. Let's come here, sign in. Okay, go to dashboard. Perfect. Nice. There's a sign out here. My org. Okay, it took a while to reload, but that's fine. You can click here, go to the org. It's so funny, like this looks exactly like all the apps that I've made, but the dev server. I am already running it for you. You should use the npm check and the npm test for verifying things instead, or asking me if I can verify if things are working. I just tested creating an org and going to that page, and it seems to be working. Yes, accept. Sorry. Accept. Accept. I think that's going to be all the checks. Perfect. I want to check how the bidding is. 1 second. Okay. Status complete. User can create an organization. Creator automatically becomes admin. Let me just confirm that that was the case as well. Yeah, I'm an admin, as it seems. User can view a list of organizations they belong to. User can see the role in each organization, or database operation properly scoped to the organization context. I have to review that. Before we go, let's close others and let's open organization TS. So the creation one, it is scoped by default because it's just creating new stuff. Okay, protect list organization, the current member. Okay, it gets the memberships and then includes the organization, and so this is checking that. Including the role, get by ID, I guess. Also getting the membership, passing this, find unique thing, and including that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So the members, that was actually a good decision to not list all the members in the list organizations. So wait, I think there's one field that there's here, ID, name, role, join at, created at, that we don't have it here. The join that. I guess whatever, it's fine. I would probably just include it here, but I think this is fine. So all of them are, that is true. And this seems about right. Okay, I'm gonna accept it, and I will commit this and then ask it to. And by the way, okay, the emojis are such a AI giveaway, right? Like, why do we need to waste tokens updating this? But whatever. Emojis and the double dashes, like this whole desk and readme, like, I think it's a little bit weird. I'll try the compact context now. Why does it have this emoji? It's so okay. You know what? I think this readme. You know what? I think that readme file in the tasks directory is a waste of time. Remove it. We can keep track on the task 000 instead. Accept it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna come here, gonna add all this, gonna say fit org management CRUD org creation, whatever. And now I will come here and say, let's take some time to do some cleanup work before task 2. I want 1, let's remove post model and everything related to that. 2, let's delete the migration while not ideal after things are deployed. I think by now is a good time to do it. 2, and reset the DB root and create a new migration with just the stuff we actually need. Call it initial migration or initial schema. Or no, just call this initial migration. Make sure that's create a vtest.server.setup.yes vtest. Similar to what, and set it up in vtest config, so we don't need to remember to call the. Can I go to the organization? Can I copy these? Okay, let me. Hey, interesting. Call the v.mock for db and out in every test. Maybe even add after each that automatically clear all mocks, or before each that automatically clear all mocks. Yeah, this should be 3. You know what? I want to see what happens if I just send to a different model. Let's just test that. Yeah, we cannot do that. But maybe I can change to Claude for Sonnet instead. Okay, maybe I do this instead. Okay, I had some issues with that, but whatever. Okay, accept. 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 And delete the post component. Accept. I guess that's all. Accept. That's not the command you want to run. Yes, now you're good. Accept, that's good. Okay, so I guess the changes now are, so this is that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. Yes, accept. That's great. Accept. Let's run these tests. Yeah, honestly, I've been enjoying the experience with Continue. Apart from the model configuration and whatnot is a little bit confusing. I really want to test this now with GLM 4.6 though. PNPM check. Let's see if there's any issues. That's amazing. If I click here, oh, that's cool. There's like this is probably like just like a VS Code thing that shows like a nice link to the file. But yeah, I like this. Perfect. So let's go to task 02. Gonna close others. Gonna come here to Git. Where's Git again? Stage everything. Factor. Remove when used post model and simplify test setup. That's great. Now let's sync the changes. Likely gonna ask for my alt key. That's amazing. Okay. Nah, I don't want to do periodic git fetch. No, thank you. Okay, so I will test the compact conversation now. Is it working? I'm confused. Okay, now it's doing it. Yeah, the UI is a little bit weird. Did it work? Yeah, there's a lot of rough edges. Is it done or not? I don't know. Okay, let's go. Let's do task 002. Okay, invitation status. Invitation has multiple invitations. The invitation has the email. That's great. And the user was accepted by, which is an optional thing. And accepted by ID. Yeah. Okay. That seems about right. Yes, migrate dev. Remember the test reset thing. Okay, so let's see the invitation thing. Use org admin, create a helper function. That's cool. It returns a boolean. Okay. Invitation router. Only admins can send invitation. That's great. Check if he's already a member. Pending invitation for his email. I like that it like in a real app. Who said this is not a real app? Like, what does it make this a fake app? Like, we're serious here. We want to make some money. Okay, admin only for listing pending invitations for current user. Okay, they have that, so I don't need the email. So that's cool. I wanted to see if they would do that because otherwise I need to do some sort of like console.login here to send the email. So I can leave this to do here. Accept, just take the token. And I think the token is a token return here. Yeah, it is. It returns the whole thing. Yeah, by the way, does the admin... Okay, seems about right, this thing. Let's see the changes to the root is just that. That seems about right. Okay, create tests, mock session, mutation router, create. Yeah, I should be reviewing this more, but I'm tired. Okay, tests are passing. Let's at least read the test names. Should not allow non-admin. I mean, I reviewed the whole router, so I'm alright. I need to make a break to take my dog for a walk. Let's just wait until this is done. Here and use the organization. No, 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 no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do any. Um, don't do any. Just say DB is my client. I think you can just do this, right? Is my client, and this should be fine. I fixed that for you. Yeah. AI is like your average TypeScript developer. Anytime you just see something doesn't understand, just any and calls it a day. But yeah. Yeah, this is where a lot of them get wrong. So let's see how it does that. I think it's a little bit weird. Example.com. Let's come here to this. Go to dashboard. My Oracle. There's already some issues here. Oh yeah, I need to restart the dev server. Yeah, my org. Invite member. Someone at example.com. Send invitation. Now I need to localhost 1000. Someone at example.com. Go localhost 8025. Click here, open this, go to dashboard, pen invitations, my org, role member, accept. That's nice. Perfect. What is changing? Complete. Let's see if I can send an invitation here. Yeah, the UI doesn't show, and I checked that the code, the gRPC router also checks that, so that's fine. It failed somehow. That's such a useless change, but yeah. Okay, I will take a break and then I'll come back for another 50 minutes. Yeah, we've done about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So, see you soon. Be right back. Have to walk the dogs. All right, took me a little bit more than a few minutes, but I am back. Great. Yes, I verified the behavior of the invitation system. We can proceed with task 004. You know what I have been thinking? I want to give GLM 4.6 another go because I believe that the pricing plan here is not a big value. So if I can, add the GLM from the coding plan on top of this, I think it would be really good. But let's just review this. So, add a category, and category has a name. Yeah, this unique index on the name is a little bit interesting. I wonder if there's a way to create like an index case insensitive string index Postgres with ctext. That will require an extension, right? Prisma ctext. Yeah, but then this would make the whole thing case insensitive. So yeah, maybe we should have like a kind of like a slug thing here. So let's try to reject. Challenge with the name field is that just setting it as unique would mean that category is different than, say, travel is different than travel. So maybe we need to rethink our unique index. See what we can do with the index. Yeah, I don't think there's an easy way to do that with schema on Prisma. So I think what I will suggest, so if we go with ctext, Okay. Let's just segmenting. Postgres. That's one thing that I don't know, honestly. Return value. Yeah, I think this would be maybe a simple solution is to add a unique slug field that is always computed when inserting, updating the this Prisma support. Yeah, I know much more about Postgres than I don't know Prisma, but this supports computed. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that would be my solution if I was going with more like Postgres first approach. The Okay, I want to switch to plan and see how that goes. Another option would be text. No, I don't think that's a good idea. It will require a new extension. So yeah, I'm just going to do this. The other option would be to another option be to I just think this is a better approach, honestly, because then we can do any transformation in TypeScript as we want. Actually, I think it will be easier to just add an index that does the lowercase transformation manually afterwards. Let's start with the simple approach as you suggested before. Yeah, it's in my mind. I know it's silly. I wasted our time here. Except yeah, so see that's my issue. This small session with a few hours already used 1/5 of the whole usage. So I honestly think that the best thing I can do is to come to my profile, which is here. Okay, wait. Which is here. And then I can create a new model. Will it load? Maybe I can come to an existing model and remix it. So I can come here and I can remix. Yeah, but this thing is it's never loading. Why is it not loading? Yeah, the hub thing is a little bit buggy. Create migration. Continue.dev upload agent. Can I easily... Like, if I come here, add this agent here. That's not what I want to do, actually. I want to just have a model. If I come here, let me go back to this. Accept. Yeah, this thing is never loading. Yeah, they need to fix their stuff, you know. Continue.dev GLM 4.6. Okay, let's just see this. Right. Yeah, I mean, Sonnet 4.5 is a really good model. It's just doing the things as I expect. Should not allow non-admin to create category. There's the admin. There's member. Create org with admin. And then add the member as a member. Create a task caller with a member. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Yeah, this is kind of like a bummer for me. Like, I really wanted to create, because the agent, And even if I want to create my own agent, I'm going to click here, remix. Okay. Okay, there's one issue. No issues anymore. Great. The invitations was already working. Let's create travel, flights, hotels, taxis, Uber, etc. Okay, let's add another category. Office supplies. Let's call toilet paper. And then I need more stuff. Actually, this is not for that. This is for keyboard, mice, headphones, chairs, desks, etc. Yeah, that's a weird bug, right? And if I come here, update category, it then changes. It's not closing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna report that. There's a bug. There's a bug when editing a category. After the category is edited, instead of the form just closing up, it transforms itself into the create category form and stays open instead. Wait, the stop doesn't work. Yeah, this is buggy. Oh, yeah, I need to. Okay, nice. Trash. Delete. Perfect. Everything is working. Yeah, let's just. Sorry, come here. It changes. And I want to do one test. I want to create categories. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to try the continue CLI. The fix working. Let's do task 004 now. Yeah, it just hang. Oh, better. Okay. Z intensify. Continue. Yes. Grab CN. It was. Let's do task 00. Why is it not working? Yeah. Yeah, I have high hopes for continue in the future. I think they're doing some interesting things, but they just need to get their stuff together, you know. It's really, really frustrating. It's been frustrating from the get go. It is a different kind of frustration because it is a frustration that comes out of like, I expected so much and I see the potential, but it seems like it's not being realized potential. Okay, I like that it thought about the policy period for the V1. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. Okay, actually, stop. Uh, we will have a bug for org wide Prisma index. Prisma partial index Postgres. How do we do this? Is there? Nah, I think I need to manually do it. I have a bug for org wide policies. because Postgres will treat any fields with null as null and the user ID as different. Therefore, the org wide won't be unique. That's horrible. Maybe all we need is a custom index created after is not use Prisma index for this case and instead create a custom migration with our own unique indexes. Then do optimistic verification on the routers, follow it routers, leaving the unique indexes only as as insurance. If we first drop the unique from the schema, accept. I don't think that's how I do it. Prisma customization file. This command seems off from. Let's see how good idea. Let's see how it handles. Can I add like a add more context providers? Yeah, I'll copy that for you. Prisma's docs, it seems that it is something like you need to pass that alongside the name. But wait, does the other thing work? npm Prisma exec Prisma migrate, that will help. Yeah, there's no create. Yeah, that seems right. Perfect. Seems great. Accept. Use MCP2. Yeah, honestly, I think the MCP2 and continue is worse than running the command because at least the command I can see the results. So yeah, I digress. Maybe I should have let it just run that. Uh, okay, we're almost done with this. Yeah, honestly, I can't wait to wrap this thing up because look at that. I've already done a lot. So Factory Droid is done. I'm now doing continue, but I also want to, yeah, for before I do the video that I want to do, I want to do at least this four plus try, and maybe I would do a code companion slash Avante, like a new Vim thing. But I think for that, I will wait. I'll do, yeah, I'll do another video just for like NeoVim. I think I would do one video per editor. So, there's all the things that came just for the, okay, that came just for the agent, right? Like you do cloud code, you don't care too much about like the editor experience. There are some editors that you go because they're good editor and also great for AI, which I think is like Zed. But then, there's a lot of people that, I like VS Code, I like um, JetBrains, or I like NeoVim. So maybe there's a good thing. Maybe we can do a video about them, but separate, outside of this thing here. And Super Maven, honestly, I will just take a look, but I don't think this is going to be a 3 hour long video. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a much smaller, like simpler agent experience. But sorry, back to the video. Okay, maybe we should allow it, right? If I pass no, it should be able to like. Okay, let me check that policy have list, and then yeah, this is optional, right? Yeah. So oh, okay. Yeah. So this should be optional. This shouldn't be so. Okay. So this is optional if you don't want to filter, but the optional is different. Like the undefined is different. Yes, it's going to have a different behavior than no. Instead of changing the test, just use a Zod union to accept nulls as well. The behavior should be if null is passed, then we filter for org wide. No, actually, I think a better option here would be while we could just do a union on user ID, on user ID being either string or null. That is, I believe that it would yield a worse experience. Instead, we can do something like this. I'm just gonna type it. We can do a discriminated union by having a type field that has 3 possible values. All user for user org wide. Actually, I'm gonna use for user org wide. Then we do a union on. Do a union so that when for user is passed, user ID is always there. That will make the intent of the API much clearer. I honestly think that this would be like in my normal day-to-day job. I likely would have done that myself instead of testing, because this is just me testing if the AI can be smart enough. Oh, is there a discriminated union? I thought this was like discouraged in Zod. I was using Zod before though. Maybe package Zod. No, we're using Zod 3. Discriminated union. Yeah, this should be fine. Can we do an extend with a union? Zod extend with union. Yeah. Let's just do this. I like this. Okay. But the query is exactly the same, right? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Let me just restart GS. I'm just going to come here and do cyd.r c.no optional. So now user ID, yes. I changed my mind. I think now if I do pnpm run test, it should work, right? Okay. Check how I fixed it and proceed. That was a horrible trick. And thankfully it realized the mess it made. That would be something that I wouldn't have caught. We are missing the UI for creating libraries. No, for creating policies. Like it did all of that, said the task was complete, but it was not. I think the context was getting too long and starting to hallucinate a little bit. You know, we're almost out of time. We have 4 minutes. Let's just one shot this. You know what? Like, if you want to sell an interesting product that I would buy, just do a ugly sweater for this Christmas that says "You are absolutely right." I think it would be bonkers. And send me 1% of what you make selling these ugly sweaters. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm not even gonna review that manually. I'm just gonna test it. Okay, policy manager. Yeah, just adding everything here. Okay, add policy. Okay, all users 1, 2, 3, 4. Auto approve. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so it's not. I don't think it is compacting the conversation properly. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a new session. Just gonna throw this like. How the decimals are being serialized. I think the issue here is how decimals are serialized on the wire. So we are actually not type safe because we are assuming decimals are being sent. Oh, actually, it had the thing right? Instead of converting to a number, convert to string and parse them from string into decimal in the UI. Is there a way like to gRPC decimal codec? That's not what I want. And from string into decimal in the UI if needed, making them a number can cause precision issues. I hate it. No, 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 no. You have to reapply the fix on policy.yes. Okay, it's find its way through it and save. Okay, it's getting, that's the first, getting LSP diagnostics. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Just gonna accept it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Gonna do everything. Gonna call fit policy. Good. I think it works. Sync changes. And that's it for today. Finally, let's stop it here. Yeah, it was a cool one. Okay, gonna keep this short because this video is already too big. But these are my takeaways from this experience. So first of all, I was really excited about Continue. I think it is promising. It is an open source tool. You can use it for free. I think if you manage to properly configure, you can, create a local agent. Maybe you can use Morph LM for the applies. You can play around with some of the stuff and have a really nice custom local agent. You can even self-host models. However, when it comes to the cloud part, their plan, and yeah, I don't think they are there yet. I think the biggest strength is the hub where you can share things, you can manage secrets for your team. But if that thing is as broken and as buggy as it is right now, it's hard to recommend. So I think if you want something local, maybe you can give this a try. If you want like a cursor-like experience, but for free, and you can bring your own models. I think this, for the stuff that I tested, we're gonna test some other ones that have a similar proposition, like KiloCode and I think RootCode as well. But so far I think this is fine for what it does. However, yes, the experience was frustrating to say the least. But yeah, I think it is promising. I think the hub thing, if they fix it, if they do it right, I think there's a lot of potential, especially for teams. And I would say like this like different from AMP. AMP was like, oh, this is for teams, but like enterprises with really, really deep pockets. I think this can be a great thing for even small teams, startups. So I think there's a lot of benefit to be taken from this if they do it correctly. In the current state, I wouldn't recommend. I would put this on a B tier, maybe even C tier. So yeah, it's hard to recommend with the current state. I will test the other, VS Code extensions that are like local, and then you play around with that. If those are better, I would probably recommend them. At the current state, I'm not impressed. And for the CLI, well, I tried. I wasn't testing it, but I tried to use it once, and then it was just frozen. So CLI is broken right now. I know it's beta, so it's unfair. And if you want a similar thing, I think you can use OpenCode or even Crush, and then it's a much better offering, in my opinion. So yeah, so that's the gist. I think if you want to play around and want to tweak things, you want to share like agents, create custom prompts, create custom, customized models and share. I think the idea is really interesting. Execution is not there yet. I wouldn't recommend the current state. And honestly, that's it. Sorry for the really, really long video. I think this one is especially bigger because it took me so long to learn how to use it and play around and understand what was happening. It took me 2 full days, in a way, because I had to start yesterday and then sleep, and then I thought about it while I was sleeping probably, and then I came with a fresh mind. So learning curve is so big. So yeah, sorry about the big video. Again, learning curve might be big just because maybe I'm not as smart. As someone said in the comments, not everyone is just a AI kiddo. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone that left nice comments. Thank you for everyone that is hating as well. It's just generating engagement. So appreciate your time. Appreciate you watching. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.